You wouldn't last 5 minutes. Not because you're weak, not because you're untrained, but because the world you're about to enter was never meant for something like you. No cities, no weapons, no warnings, just instinct. And creatures that evolved to kill long before humans ever existed. And the worst part, you wouldn't even understand what's happening until it's already over. Let's begin. Number 10, Ankylosaurus. You're in the ocean. No waves, no sound, just darkness. Then suddenly, the water around you shifts, not violently, not aggressively, just wrong. Before you can react, you feel yourself being pulled forward, not swimming, dragged. Because Ankylosaurus didn't just bite, it created a vacuum. Its bite force was so powerful it could slice through armor like it wasn't even there. A 30-foot armored fish with no teeth, because it didn't need them. Its jaw plates were razor-sharp bone blades, sharpening themselves every time they closed. And when they snapped, it happened in 1/50th of a second, faster than your brain can process danger. You wouldn't see it coming. You wouldn't fight back. You would just disappear. Number 9, Arthropleura. Now imagine you're on land, a dense, humid forest, oxygen thick in the air, too thick. You take a breath, and it feels heavy. Then you hear it. Not a roar, not a growl, a soft, dragging sound. Leaves shifting, branches snapping, and then it emerges. A creature the length of a car, segmented, endless, moving. 60 legs, each striking the ground in perfect rhythm. Arthropleura, the largest bug to ever exist, 9 feet long, and here's what makes it worse. It doesn't need to hunt you, which means it doesn't fear you. And something that doesn't fear you doesn't hesitate. You step back, and it keeps coming. Not because it wants to kill you, but because you're simply in the way. Number 8, Titanoboa. Now you're in a swamp. The air is hot, heavy, suffocating. Every movement drains you, and this is exactly the kind of world it thrived in. Then, something brushes against your leg. Too smooth to be a branch, too slow to be a fish. You freeze, because your brain already knows. Titanoboa, 42 feet long, weighing over a ton. Unlike modern snakes, this one didn't just constrict. It crushed, each coil tightening with bone-breaking force. If it existed today, it could swallow a human whole without stopping. You try to run, but it doesn't chase. It waits, because it knows something you don't. In that heat, you'll slow down. And when you do, it wraps, and your lungs collapse before you can scream. Number 7, Megalania. You're not alone anymore. You just don't realize it yet. The forest is silent, too silent. No birds, no insects, just stillness. That's the first sign. The second is the smell. Rot, metallic, blood. Then you hear it. Footsteps. Heavy, deliberate, not rushing, not hunting, following. Megalania, a 20-foot venomous monitor lizard. Imagine a Komodo dragon, but built like a nightmare. It doesn't need to overpower you. It just needs one bite, because its venom doesn't kill instantly. It's worse. It prevents your blood from clotting. You bleed, slowly, internally, until your body gives up. And the entire time, it follows, waiting. Number 6, Quetzalcoatlus. You look up. For a moment, you think it's a plane. Then it moves. A wingspan over 30 feet. A beak longer than your arm. No feathers, just skin stretched over bone. Quetzalcoatlus, the largest flying creature to ever exist. But here's what most people get wrong. It didn't just fly. It hunted on land, like a stork from hell. Walking, watching, and when it strikes, it doesn't grab, it stabs. One precise motion. You're lifted off the ground before you even understand what attacked you. Number 5, Sarcosuchus. You're thirsty. You find water. Still, quiet, safe. That's what you think, until the surface breaks and the entire river explodes. Sarcosuchus, a crocodile the size of a bus, longer than a school bus, and heavier than your car, with a bite force strong enough to crush bone like paper. There's no warning, no buildup, no chase, just impact. And suddenly you're underwater, spinning, drowning, torn apart in silence. And by now, you've probably realized something. None of these creatures are chasing you for food. They're just removing you. Number 4, Tyrannosaurus. This one doesn't look like a predator. At first, tall, slow, almost awkward. Then you see the claws, 3 feet long, curved, sharp enough to slice through flesh without resistance. Tyrannosaurus. It may have been herbivorous, but that doesn't make it safe. Because those claws weren't for hunting, they were for defense. And you look like a threat. One swing and your body doesn't stay together. Number 3, Ankylosaurus. Now you're out in the open. No cover, no trees, just distance. And something running toward you. Fast. Too fast, Ankylosaurus. The largest land mammal carnivore ever discovered. Built like a wolf, but heavier, stronger, more aggressive. And unlike reptiles, it doesn't wait, it charges. You run, but it's already decided, and when it reaches you, it doesn't kill cleanly, it tears. Number 2, Spinosaurus. You thought water was safer than land. You were wrong. Spinosaurus doesn't belong to one world. It dominates both. 50 feet long, a massive sail rising from its back, teeth built for gripping, not slicing, which means it doesn't let go. You stand near the waterline, that's the mistake, because it doesn't rush out. It lunges, half its body still submerged, and suddenly you're being dragged into a world where you cannot breathe by something perfectly built to hunt there. Number 1, Megalodon. You're back in the ocean, but this time it's worse because now there's nowhere to hide. No land, no escape, just open water. And something beneath you, 60 feet long, teeth the size of your hand, rows of them, hundreds. Megalodon. And here's the terrifying part. You won't see it, because the attack doesn't come from in front. It comes from below. One moment, you're floating. The next, the water turns red, and half your body doesn't even realize it's already gone. Not hunted, not chased, erased. Here's the truth no one likes to admit. Humans didn't become the dominant species because we were stronger, or faster, or more dangerous. We survived because these things didn't. Because if even a few of them still existed today, cities wouldn't matter. Weapons wouldn't matter. You wouldn't matter. Because against creatures built over millions of years to kill, crush, and dominate, you don't stand a chance. And the scariest part? Every creature in this video was once considered impossible until we found it. So ask yourself this. Right now, somewhere on this planet, there could be something alive that would make everything on this list look harmless. Something we just haven't discovered yet. Comment the one you think you'd survive. You wouldn't. And if this made you uncomfortable, the next video gets worse because those creatures were never supposed to exist at all. And if we ever do find them, you won't hear about it.